I accept myself at the current moment, but I am a believer of my highest potentials.
A Canadian voice on a global stage that defies genre.
How do you feel when you come back to the city?
Like my roots are smiling.
Singer, songwriter, author, and a poet for a new generation.
The quality of your life is determined by the now.
Unfiltered.
I saw you twerking for the Blue Jays is a crazy sentence out of context.
And raw for one of her most personal interviews.
I want to paint a picture with you, okay?
Do you?
Yes.
With my tears? Oof.
Yeah.
It's just, it's heavy.
Love you long time.
Thank you long time.
This is Etalk in conversation with Jessie Reyez.
Hello, darling.
Hola. Hello, everybody. Hola. How are you?
Oh, good to see you, finally.
You too. I know it's been a minute, eh?
Look at, they made it all yellow for you.
Oh.
Right?
Yellow can be a warning, it can be fear. But at the same time, yellow can also be symbolic for happiness and for joy.
This room has never looked...
It's bright, it's happy.
It's never been yellow. It's yellow for you. Hi.
How you doing?
Welcome home.
Thank you.
From the 6 to the biggest stages around the world, Jessie Reyez is a powerhouse.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous about heights. I love heights. Because I've made a profound discovery. We're born, we grow, we die, and life is suffering. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
5 Junos, a Grammy nom, and 2 best-selling poetry books. We've been following Jessie's journey from the start. Now she's back home following her year-long global Paid in Memories tour.
We did some digging. The last time you were at this building was when you performed at the MMVAs in 2018.
What? No way.
This
is 2018?
Tell me, boy, how in the
It's a little pitchy. Let's fast forward.
that I could do to you.
Bananas, man. Time's a joke, eh? You just blink and it goes.
Just like that. How does it feel to be home?
Feels good, man. Feels good. I'm tired, so I can't wait to see my bed.
How do you feel when you come back to the city?
Like my roots are smiling. Yeah.
That's deep,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah. The cells in my body could feel that I'm gonna see family soon. And I just get happy.
I saw you twerking for the Blue Jays and I just thought, you know what, I love you so much.
I saw you twerking for the Blue Jays is a crazy sentence out of context. You gotta give people some more context because that sounds nuts.
If you follow Jessie on Instagram, she's busy, they've got a well-oiled machine, there's always great content. However, there was something that was just unplanned. The Blue Jays had an incredible season. We were all happy. If you're a real Toronto, you felt the way. And you were so happy in that moment. You had on a t-shirt, then you grabbed the hat, then you started twerking. I was like, oh my God, I understand. I get it. I might have twerked too, I don't know.
Jessie's hustle dates back to her early days when she worked at a call center while honing her craft at Toronto's Remix Project, an organization dedicated to helping underserved youth launch careers in entertainment.
You're one of those people. You were a participant in there. Arguably, I would say you're the most successful participant. Definitely the most successful artist out of the project. The school would close at 10 p.m. Everybody would leave except for
in the production room
for like 30 minutes. Yeah, and then once you would hear the music going on in the studio, then she'd get back to work. But that's the work ethic that, I saw that early on. I was like, oh, this one is like serious about this thing.
In 2016, Jessie breaks onto the scene with her debut EP, Figures, and the viral anthem, Gatekeeper, a song that earns her a Juno for Breakthrough Artist. These days, Jessie is exploring a new chapter with her 3rd album, Paid in Memories.
This project and what I've expressed within the songs of this project have acted as a vehicle for me to drive right into fear, all in the name of happiness.
What does Paid in Memories mean to you?
It's a cousin to the maxim money won't buy you happiness. And the idea of a life well lived and really legitimately being rich the day you die is being well fed and paid in memories.
How would you describe this snapshot of this era of Jessie, this chapter of Jessie?
Growth. I'm in a place of growth.
Yeah.
I'm in a place of running towards what I'm afraid of, dominating fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, just radical self-acceptance, but making sure that the motivation for self-betterment is still in the room so that it's not complacent.
Right.
I accept myself at the current moment, but I am a believer of my highest potential. So it's like a hug, you good? All right, get the back out there.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Have you always been like that?
No, not at all. It's been, I was harder on myself.
Okay.
So I've always been of like, let's go, like, get better, like, but I had a hard time with self-love for a long time. So that's what's nice. Now, as opposed to just having the militant warden that's like, get the now it's a warden, but it's also a cheerleader and it's also a hug.
Why do you think that's important?
Because if you're not growing, you're dying.
Jeez.
You know? Ooh, but you know, there's something to be said too, because perpetual growth is also cancerous. So then I think that's why you have to have balance to be like, okay, even small amounts of like, you can't just shoot from one to the other and then think that that's going to be healthy.
Right.
So balance, I think, is very much at the forefront of how I'm doing this.
So I feel like we just went through a live example of how you took people's words and then turned them into poetry. I feel like you just took my question alive.
She does that.
She really does. And Jessie's artistic evolution has skyrocketed alongside music's elite.
Say it again.
You the best.
Say it again.
You the best.
Say it again.
You the best.
Say it again.
There's like so many amazing collabs. Lil Wayne, I mean, I don't know, that's crazy. Miguel, Black, Yachty, Ari, Big Sean, Eminem. Like, it just keeps going on, right? Do you feel like there's power in collaboration, and what do you like about collaborating?
Of course, there's power in collaboration because you have 2 stages as opposed to 1, 3 stages as opposed to 1.
Okay.
And if you're lucky enough to be in the studio with who you're working with, everyone can teach you something.
We are in Detroit, and we are shooting a music video with Eminem.
You're like slightly above all right.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm talking to her now. I guess I'll see you later.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Yeah.
Everyone can teach you something. And that's not to say like everyone is better than you. Some people will teach you how to not do things. So it's a learning opportunity anytime that I've been able to work with someone.
Yeah.
She even teams up with Tina Knowles and writes a song for Beyonce's Hairline Sacred.
Oh my God, I'm sweating.
You wrote a jingle, girl. Just
That was fast as hell. I do much better work than this. I need you to know that. She's so beautiful. Yeah, say that. Oh, these curls bounce. Yeah, we did that. Is she?
She's sacred.
Yes. This is the most wholesome thing I've done in weeks. I love learning.
Yeah.
I love having a front row seat to a legend's process and being like, oh, that's how you do it. Interesting. I've never done it that way. Maybe I'll try the next. Like if you're adding something to your arsenal every time that you work with someone who you admire.
But the foundation for it all remains the people she comes home to.
And I love to see that you're still rocking with your family. How does it feel to still have, those core people still around you?
Lit.
How important is that?
Very important, man. Very important. I realized how important, like for real, when this tour in Europe happened and I didn't bring them because they needed to stay home to help me out with some stuff here.
Yeah.
And I was like, because when I bring home with me, it feels easier.
Yeah.
To be overseas for so long and be grinding.
Yeah.
But man, I missed home a lot. I missed home a lot more than I have in the past, this last tour.
At the heart of that home is her father.
Another drink with my dad for Father's Day.
Yeah? Oh my God, Dad! How does it feel to be on the carpet tonight, Dad?
Oh, I'm feeling strange, but I am so happy.
Yeah?
Yes. I am so proud of her.
I don't know how many times I've seen you and your pops.
Do you have a favorite song by her, or you don't listen to her songs?
No, I like it. I like one.
What's your favorite song?
The one that she says, I will get $1 million to give it to you.
I wanna make $1 billion, bring it to my pops, say, Daddy, what you prayed for?
I wanted to talk about your dad, though, because in that caption, you talked about that commitment to just getting through. I think it was 20 years without a sick day other than your brother's graduation. What have you learned from your pops, and what does he mean to you?
Yeah, just we're like, well, we're gonna make her cry today.
Oh, sorry.
I love these questions. Thank you.
I love it too.
My dad has every reason in the world not to be as jovial as he is. You know, not everyone's privy to like my dad's life story, but he just, like a lot of our parents, you know, didn't have it easy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't move that way. If you meet my dad, he doesn't carry that. He doesn't carry it, and the way he's able to like navigate when things go left is something that should be studied. And it's heavy. I feel it. And he could just be like, okay, and he'll live in the moment for son of a. He'll live in the moment for a second, acknowledge it, and then he's like Teflon. He's like Teflon, and he could just keep it moving. God bless you. God damn, thank you. Yeah, he keeps it moving. I've learned to do that, and and also understanding that life will be balanced. And it's always, like I remember crying over some heartbreak once. He's like, sometimes you're getting kicked and sometimes you're the kicker. And it's just the way it goes.
Bars.
I was like, and I've lived more life, and I saw that he was right. Even in the face of tragedy, could just be like, we're gonna focus on the good and we're gonna keep it moving.
You mentioned this was your first sober project.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about that because
I seen you drunk bare times on her.
No, not even that. The reason why I'm asking you about this sober project is because I bet you, now that you've collaborated with everybody and their mama, that are wondering if they could do it too. And they probably think they can't. So why can they, and how has this sober project experience been for you?
I mean, you can, because we're made of the same thing. We're made of the exact same thing. And even in the event that you fail, it's just the key to success is being able to maintain enthusiasm in the face of failure, and you only quit the day you give up. So whatever, you're in a week and then you falter the 8th day, you get back up, try again.
Is there any parts that are harder, or a little more clarity, or none of the above? I just wanted to know your personal experience.
Yeah, I get to be in the car with my emotions, and I get to drive and look at the scenery, even though I'm driving through a safari, as opposed to having my emotions driving. I'm still present, I'm still me. It's just feeling safer in the car. What's been easier? Trusting myself in situations emotionally and not having any regrets. So knowing that I'm waking up and trusting everything that I did because I was in the right mind, I love that. And what's difficult? There's 2 things that are difficult. One of them, but I've learned how to do it, is just one-on-one I'm good. But at parties, I get, I'm sensitive, so the energy is just it's heavy on me. So if I'm like, okay, I'm going to this party, but I gotta make sure I walk out productive, which is also, you could argue as something negative, because it's hard for me to
just
have
be,
fun and just be. I need to have a objective or something that I'm walking out with outside of just having fun, because that environment isn't necessarily the funnest for me. And the other thing that's hard is when life is hard and you're used to having like, okay, let me just get this cup of whiskey and numb myself for a second, and you take a deep breath and your body at least can feel better, even if your heart doesn't, or even if your emotions don't. That button, because it was the equivalent to a morphine button. You just, one drink, 2 drinks, and the tears slow down. I miss that. I miss not having that. But it's made me stronger because it's forced me to learn to think outside the box for finding solutions in those moments.
And that newfound clarity fueled a whole other creative outlet. Her second book, The People's Purge.
The way this one came about, I was frustrated because the natural process for the creative is to make and release, but in the business that we're in, that's not reality. And I was itching to get out, because it's not my natural, it's not any artist's natural process, I don't think.
Yeah.
And so then I was at home and I got this idea to just hop on Instagram and do 15-second songs, because I was like, can't nobody telling me shit for a 50-second song. And I would put the prompt and say, write a song about, and I would let people give me their suggestions. First off, my favorite thing about this book, the chapter openers have screenshots of the actual suggestions that came from y'all. And it was really interesting because I think that the factor of anonymity, because you can't see who it is that sent it to you.
Oh, right.
It allows for more vulnerability from the person.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden I have this DMs full of secrets. That's what it feels like, full of a people into human emotion. So it was very potent, and then it obviously alchemized with me, and I resonated with however I did and whatever I was going through at the moment. And then I'd make a song, and then fast forward, I think one of the times I didn't have an instrument, and I was like, it, I'm not gonna say write a song, I'll say write a piece about, and then it turned into poetry. And poetry is my first love. That's the first accolade I ever got in my life. It had nothing to do with music. It was like a poetry festival when I was 12. So I felt like I was coming home.
Write a piece about big butts. I could love him, but he disappears on the weekends. I could love him, but he seems scared of the deep end. I could love him, but he still seeks outside validation. I could love him, but there's no reciprocation. BBL baby, the butt is obese. Baby boy is broken, leave me in peace.
Initially I loved the ephemeral nature of them. And then I started getting more messages of someone being like, oh, you did my prompt a few months ago and it's not here, I'd love to see it. Too bad it doesn't exist anymore. And I gave it some thought and I was like, you know what, we did this in community. And if the community wants it, I'm gonna give it. And then I made the book.
That day you had 1,200 people and it was your first, that was the biggest show that you'd done at the time. And now you're selling out shows in South Africa.
Shout out community.
Shout out to community.
With a voice that resonates so deeply comes an intense connection with fans, a connection that can sometimes take its toll.
What's an example of what gets difficult?
Because I'm a sensitive person, the emotional exchange that happens on a stage is very palpable. I don't think, unless you've been in that position, that you'd understand how hollow it will leave you feeling when someone looks at you and just sees a product. Mm-hmm. And that's very much a normal thing. And when you just feel like the source of a check for a lot of people, that's a difficult thing to carry, because then you start questioning purpose. And lastly, and this doesn't happen as often anymore because I dealt with some and I took it out of, I don't do meet and greets anymore. I don't do them because of the following. Emotional, sensitive, passionate. Obviously, I'm talking about my issues and what I go through and the reflections of my life in my songs. And when people hear them, they resonate, and then they see theirs, and then we connect, right? The book tour is more so what rocked me because I don't do meet and greets anymore at concerts. I haven't done them for years because I know that it's too heavy on me. But for the book tour, half of the book tour is a reading, half of the book tour is Q&A. So it's a little bit like a meet and greet again.
Yeah.
And then there will be people that have resonated so much with it, and then they'll be there, and their expression of gratitude will want to say, I went through this, I went through that, I went through this, and this helped me so much. It solidifies purpose. What a gift that I was able to have helped someone's life as a byproduct of something that is just so innately natural to me.
Yeah.
It's that I'm getting celebrated for breathing because now you breathe too and you see your breath in mine. It wasn't even my intention, but it's a gift from God that I'm able to do that. However, that side has accelerated intimacy because they've lived with all that. I don't have context of that. So as soon as someone tells me that, I'm like, oof. And because I'm so sensitive, I will open up and I will hold awareness for them. I don't like to talk, I like to sing, so some of it will be in the music. But my heart is already dripping. Mm-hmm. And now someone else's cup is pouring in. Every book stop, I would cry. Oof. Oof.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy. So that's what's difficult. And it's a very difficult thing to conceptualize for someone that hasn't been on the receiving end of it.
Well, thank you for sharing that. Love you long time.
Thank you long time.
What did you bring us back in terms of lessons, gems, experiences, things that you've seen? Now that I'm welcoming you home, what's one thing that comes to mind that you've learned or saw that stuck with you that you'd like to leave with us?
The quality of your life is determined by the now. That is your life. Your life is just a culmination of everything that you did right now. That is your past, that is your future. And that's all that really exists. Everything else is just a figment of your imagination or a projection. So make the most of it. Make the most of it, I guess. And you are not your thoughts. There's a quote by Carl Jung that I love that says, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will run your life and you'll call it fate. I love that quote, and it's very valid, and also is a cousin to the school of thought that the now is the most important. And I'm butchering all this, and if you would like it delivered in more of an eloquent way, read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Shout out to Jessie Reyez. Give me a hug, girl.
Oh my God. I need to go get some tissues and some Timmies.
Oh
boy.
my gosh.